In my car, no, I won't be staying in the night. There's a party going on down by the river. We'll be hanging by firelight. Yeah, we're gonna crank those speakers up and dance till we fall down. 'Cause we can make as much noise as we like. Yeah, out beyond the lights of town. We might do a little moonlight fishing. We might get nude and go skinny dipping, singing hell yeah. And we get crazy and we sing hell yeah. We'll slide on over, baby, singing hell yeah. Drinking ice cold beer and Monday, we sing hell yeah. And we say hey, 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 hey.
Now, how do you guys choose who will sing lead on a certain song? I mean, do you have an arm wrestle or scissors, papers, rock? Or
the coin. It kind of works itself out during the writing of the song, where I might come up with a melody, so I'll probably sing the lead on that. But if he's coming up with a melody, he'll probably sing the lead on that. So it changes a fair bit. I think I sing a little bit more on this album than Troy does. There are songs where we both sing all the way through it. So it just depends on how the song comes out during the writing process.
Yeah, I could understand that. You get a melody going or a riff or something, go, whoa, Drew, that's you all over, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, certain songs suit. I mean, Troy's got naturally quite a low voice, so there are songs with lower register are going to suit him a bit better.
Have you found that both your voices have developed over the years?
Yeah, I mean, look, Troy and I have been playing separately. We've been playing pubs forever. I mean, that's pretty much how we make our living, is playing in pubs. So we're no stranger to 4-hour gigs and doing 30 songs a night. But what did surprise both of us actually is when we got together, just how well effortlessly we kind of blended together, and how quickly we became in sync with each other, like doing harmonies and stuff like that. And I guess you could put that down to just playing in pubs for years. But yeah, it kind of worked.
It sort of makes sense that's why the record deals didn't work out until you met Troy, from what you said earlier.
Yeah, it is very true. That record deal that didn't go, I wasn't doing the stuff that I wanted to do anyway. So something about that in life, isn't there?
I was speaking with Lee Kernaghan the other day, and he said to maintain his voice and obviously his fitness as well before a show, he goes for a jog now, and he never used to. Is there a certain thing that you do or Troy does to maintain your voice, to look after your voice?
Not particularly. I mean, maybe when I was younger I used to do scales and stuff like that, but no, I mean, I always feel my voice sounds better after the second or third gig during a week. It just seems to be a lot warmer. I think Troy is a bit the same. So nothing in particular. We just sort of try to have a sing before we go on stage to warm up a bit, but that's about it.
What got you into music?
Mate, I can't remember not doing it. I always liked music from day dot. I'm the only one in my family that's really musical at all. It's one of those things I was born with.
Yeah, you're the lucky one, because there's people like me who absolutely love music but can't hold a note or a tune at all. And it's natural, isn't it? You're just blessed with a singing voice.
Yeah, look, I think so. I mean, there are some people who really, really work at it, and some that don't. I mean, Troy and I, we just sort of grew up in pubs, as I said, and that's all we kind of ever did. So I guess over time you get a little bit better at it, and over time too, your voice changes. I mean, I listen to recordings of me back when I was in my early 20s, and I try not to listen to them very often because they're too bad. But your voice does change over time, and maybe gets a little deeper. And
what are you looking to for the future with McAlister Kemp in terms of maybe heading overseas, future albums?
Well, we're going over to Nashville in June next year for a global artist showcase, which is the thing that Radio Australia puts on, and they sponsor us to go over. So that'll be good, and we'll turn that into a writing trip as well. And if we are lucky enough to get a chance to do a second album, then a good part of next year will be writing songs and just trying to come up with good 50 songs to pick sort of 12 or 13 off, and hopefully get to do another album. But we're doing a lot of gigs next year, and we've got festivals and stuff coming up. So fun times ahead, I think. Is
that what happens, Drew? You'll write around 50 songs and cull it to roughly 13 for an album?
Something like that, yeah. It depends. I think we had about that many to choose from for the first album. It's actually, when you think about it, that's a lot of times to get together to write songs. There are some artists, I don't think, like Kate Chambers, for instance. I mean, she's an amazing songwriter. I think she just writes 12 songs.
Yeah.
But she's pretty talented, so It just depends. It just depends. But, you know, the more you got, the better, I reckon. Might write 10 to get just that one cracker.
Well, the Beatles didn't seem to have much trouble with that, did they?
No, they didn't.
They'd write 10 and have 10 crackers.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. Do they ever have a bad song?
Is it McAlisterKemp.com.au where people can find out about your music and your tour dates?
It's .com.
Just .com?
Yeah, and all the links on the webpage are on the bottom. You can go to Twitter and MySpace and Facebook and all those things. So it's McAlister, so just one L.
McAlisterKemp.com, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to find out more about McAlister Kemp's music and also their tour dates. Are you coming anywhere near Wollongong, be it Sydney, Canberra, Goulburn, in the next few months?
Rooty Hill in Sydney.
Yeah, well, Rooty Hill's probably an hour and a quarter north of Wollongong, so that's one that the local listeners could look to attend.
Definitely, and that's going to be a pretty big night. It's going to be with Jetty Road, Travis Collins, and Jane Denham. So the four of us will be on. It's going to be a hoot.
When was that again?
That's on the 19th of November.
All right, just before I let you go, and thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Looking back at your solo albums, and you've got your debut album with Troy, what do you see the difference in your music and the progression? Is the style still the same, or have you really gone off in a different direction?
Well, my album was a bit more Australian, I guess, in the lyrics, whereas the stuff with Troy is definitely more global. It's more an international sound. Matt Fell produced our album, and he really put an international flavour on it, which was great. So I think summing it up, this album's it's just bigger.
Yep.
Bigger sound, there are bigger songs on there.
Yeah, and would you describe it as country or country rock or country rock pop?
It's probably more country pop, I suppose you'd call it, country rock. Yeah, it's definitely got elements of Keith Urban in there, sort of thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been speaking with Drew McAlister from McAlister Kemp. So he's one half, and the other half is Troy Kemp, and they've got a new album out, All Kind of Tough. And the latest single, the third single from the album, is Hell Yeah, also pronounced as Hell Yeah. McAlister Kemp will be performing at the Rooty Hill RSL on the 19th of November, but if you need to know any more dates, go to McAlisterKemp.com, and McAlister's got one C and one L in the spelling. Drew, thanks so much, mate.
Mate, really appreciate your support. Good on you for doing it.
Not a problem, and all the best in the future for yourself and Troy.
Thanks, mate. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
See ya.
Hell yeah, and we get a little crazy. We sing hell yeah, won't you slide